As a manga and anime enjoyer, the game's name alone grabbed me. Manga Build Roguelike. That already sounded cool as hell. And wow, they weren't kidding about the manga building. The Fable Manga Build Roguelike puts you in the role of director of your own action manga. It's a turn-based tactical deck builder with light puzzle elements. A roguelike where you literally place comic panels to fight enemies and progress the story. It's a fresh take in a genre that's been flooded with lookalikes. At its core, the Fable shares some DNA with Slay the Spire and its straightforward battle mechanics. The emphasis on positioning and movement reminded me of fights in tight spaces, but here it's presented in a lighter, fully 2D form. The game is based on the manga of the same name, and fully commits to the comic book aesthetic. Everything is designed to make you feel like you're playing through an issue of the Fable. It stays true to its source material, and just like the manga, the tone shifts between semi-serious to outright goofy and humorous. During combat, the visuals switch things up with pixelated versions of the manga characters, layered with modern effects. It gives off strong old-school 16-bit beat-em-up vibes, and the animations feel punchy and satisfying as you take down waves of thugs. The soundtrack keeps that energy going with the mix of hype tracks and silly tunes. Sound effects are pretty over the top, almost like action text bursting off a manga page. It really captures the vibe of the manga version of the Fable. Battle mode is where most of your time will be spent. Your goal is to clear all story stages using one of 3 playable characters, each with a distinct archetype. Akira Sato, an assassin who blends melee and ranged combat. Yoko Sato, a high-mobility acrobatic melee fighter. Hiroshi Suzuki, a tactical hitman bomb and ranged weapon specialist. Battle mode is split across 3 maps, each with multiple stages. Most of these are combat-focused, and every map ends with a boss fight. Each battle starts with a clear objective: defeat all enemies within a limited number of pages, basically turns. You begin with a deck of panels, which represent your actions. You place these panels onto an empty manga page from right to left in the order they'll execute. Then hit the battle button and let it play out. When enemies attack, any damage you take creates bullet holes in your page. These holes reduce the space available for panels on that turn, which can seriously mess with your plans. The amount of damage an enemy can inflict is shown by the number floating above their heads. Every panel has a unique shape, so part of the challenge is fitting as many as possible into the page, while also thinking about execution order. It's like solving a puzzle every single turn. Positioning matters a lot too. You need to be facing an enemy and standing in the correct slot to land melee attacks. Some panels let you perform multiple actions or move past enemies entirely. Enemy behavior also varies. Melee enemies advance towards you, while ranged enemies stay put and only attack if they're facing you. As you place panels, you can preview how much damage enemies will take, along with your character's position and facing direction. This makes it easier to plan everything out before committing to a turn. There are also a few utility actions available during battle. Flip direction, which changes the way you're facing. Fix page, which repairs holes in your manga page using tape. Rebuild, which clears the page so you can start fresh. Redraw, which lets you draw a new deck once per battle. Winning a battle rewards you with tape and coins. Coins are used in shops to buy new panels or tape, and you can also pay to remove panels from your deck to tighten your build. Beyond combat stages, there are mini-game and collection stages that reward you with new panels. If you hit a bonus stage, you'll earn a special buff that activates when you completely fill your manga page with panels. Like any proper roguelike, failing a battle means permadeath. You'll restart from the beginning with the default deck. The game also includes 2 additional modes, Puzzle Mode and Bar Mode. Puzzle Mode offers short one-turn challenges that really test your planning skills. Bar Mode is a reflex-based minigame where you try to outdrink Yoko by picking the right bar menu items for maximum points. As someone who doesn't usually play a lot of deck builders, the Fable Manga Build Roguelike really clicked with me, and honestly, the manga theme did a lot of heavy lifting here. It's one of those games that make you feel smart. You're constantly thinking, adjusting, and experimenting. Clearing stages in as few turns as possible feels hella satisfying. Even though it's a pretty short experience, there's a lot of variety packed in. 3 characters with very different playstyles, a quick pick-up-and-play puzzle mode, an extra difficulty option, and a pool of panels to unlock and experiment with. It's also respectful of your time. You can save and quit whenever and jump right back in later. This game is perfect for tacticians, chess players, and anyone who enjoys slow burn turn-based strategy. And if you're a fan of the manga or anime, you can rest easy knowing the developers stayed true to the original material. The Fable is a stylish, creative deck-building roguelike that genuinely does its own thing with both presentation and mechanics. It's currently available on Nintendo Switch and PC. If you played it or end up picking it up, let me know what you think in the comments. And if you enjoyed it, what would you want to see in a sequel or future update? Also, feel free to drop your own deck builder recommendations. I'm always looking for more games in the genre to check out. Stay tuned for more weekly gaming discoveries. I'll be sharing whatever game has my attention at the moment, especially titles that might be flying under the radar. So hit subscribe if that sounds like your thing. As always, thanks for watching. The Fable Manga Build Roguelike is backlog approved.